Let me give you a rule that sounds dramatic, because it is. If your cockatoo isn't breaking toys, he will start breaking your life. And I don't mean that as a joke. I mean it as a survival manual for living with a bird that has a built-in need to shred, pry, rip, and solve the world with its beak. People see a cockatoo tearing up cardboard and think, stop that, that's bad. But the real problem isn't destruction. The real problem is misdirected destruction. Because when that energy has nowhere to go, your bird will find a target. And the target will not be a cheap cardboard box. It will be your couch, your door frame, your charger cable, that one corner of the wall you didn't even notice until it's too late. So, today, I'm breaking down why cockatoos need to destroy things, what it means psychologically, how Jackson taught me this lesson the hard way, and how to turn chaos into enrichment without turning your home into a sawdust museum. Myth Buster. Myth Buster number 1. My cockatoo destroys things because he's naughty. Nope, not really. Destruction is a natural behavior. In the wild, cockatoos don't sit politely with a plush toy and say, "Thank you." They forage. They rip bark. They crack wood. They peel. They pry. They investigate. Their beak isn't decoration. It's a precision tool attached to a brain that absolutely hates boredom. A cockatoo is basically a feathered engineer with a tiny chainsaw for a face. And if you don't give that engineer a project, he will pick a project. That's why stop shredding usually fails, because you're not removing a bad habit. You are removing a biological need. So the real question isn't how do I stop destruction? The real question is, how do I give my cockatoo a safe job that satisfies the urge before he invents his own job on my furniture? Here's the secret sauce. Cockatoos love feedback. When they choose something, the world responds. They feel texture, they hear crunch, they see pieces fall, they experience progress. That combination, touch, sound, visible results, is basically dopamine with feathers. And it gets even deeper. Destruction gives them a sense of control. I push here, this tears. I bite there, this breaks. I pull, this comes off. It's not random violence. It's problem solving. It's experimentation. It's I did that. Which means if your bird is shredding a toy, that might be the healthiest thing happening in your house that day, because a busy beak is a peaceful home, and a bored beak is a home improvement project you did not approve. Let's talk about the easiest, most visual tool in the universe. Cardboard. Cardboard is cockatoo gold. The first time I gave Jackson a plain cardboard box, I thought, okay, cute, he'll nibble for a minute. No. Jackson looked at that box like it had offended his ancestors. He grabbed an edge, braced his feet, and went into full shred mode. Rip, rip, rip. Then he flung pieces like confetti and did a victory dance on top of the mess. And that's when I realized this isn't just entertainment. It's a ritual, a release valve, a safe way to spend that I must break something energy. So if cardboard is not available, the bird will look for cardboard alternatives. And spoiler, your couch is made of very interesting cardboard alternative materials. Now, cardboard is the warm-up. Wood is the boss fight. Wood gives resistance. It makes the bird work. It's slower, deeper, more satisfying, like solving a puzzle with your face. But wood is also where you need to be smart. Not every piece of wood is safe, and not every random stick is a good idea. You want bird-safe wood toys from reputable sources, designed to be shredded. You want pieces that are big enough not to become risky little fragments. And you want supervision, especially at first. When Jackson gets a proper wood toy, you can see the focus click on. He braces, he chews, he pries, he rotates it, he tests seams, and the whole time his brain is busy in the best possible way. That's not destructive, that's enrichment. That's the bird doing what it was built to do without turning your home into the test subject.
But here's where it gets really powerful. Mix destruction with food search. Foraging. Foraging turns chaos into a treasure hunt. Instead of, I'm ripping because I'm bored, it becomes, I'm ripping because something is hidden, and I will find it. You can hide treats in paper cups, in crumpled paper, in cardboard layers, in simple puzzle toys, in safe shredding baskets. And watch what happens. The bird gets calmer because the brain is engaged. It's focused destruction, goal-driven destruction, destruction with a purpose. Jackson becomes a bird detective. He digs, he peels, he pulls, he flips things over, and when he finally earns the reward, you can feel the satisfaction, like I worked for that. That's the magic formula. Movement plus problem solving plus reward. Because a cockatoo doesn't just want a snack. A cockatoo wants a mission.
Uh-oh, story time. Comedic tension into warning. The worst damage Jackson ever did happened in about 2 minutes. I turned my back, the room got quiet, and if you live with a cockatoo, you know what that means. Silence is not peace. Silence is planning. I walked back in, and Jackson had chosen a new project. Not his toy, not his puzzle, a very specific corner of something I cared about. And he wasn't being bad. He was doing what cockatoos do when the need is unmet, finding resistance, texture, and payoff. The toy was simply the closest thing that responded. Here's the lesson. A cockatoo will always be a shredder. Your job is to decide what gets shredded. Because if you don't supply the correct targets, your bird will supply them for you, and your bird has expensive taste.
So how do you build an enrichment routine that actually works? Think of it like a menu with levels. Level 1, quick shred. Cardboard, paper, cups, fast, satisfying, visual. Level 2, resistance shred. Proper bird-safe wood toys. Slower, deeper, more focused. Level 3, foraging mission. Hide treats, create a puzzle, make the bird earn the reward. And here's the trick. Rotate. Don't give the same thing every day, because cockatoos learn fast, and boredom is the enemy. Do short sessions. Give a clear start, then a clear finish. End with a calmer activity like chewing or foraging, so the bird doesn't stay in pure chaos mode. If you do this consistently, you'll notice something shocking. The bad destruction goes down because the healthy destruction finally has a place to go. It's not about stopping the shredder. It's about giving the shredder a job.
Real-life safety, because this matters. Supervision, especially with new toys. You want to see how your bird interacts with it. Materials. Avoid unknown woods, treated materials, glue-heavy junk, or anything with sketchy smells. Use bird-safe toys and bird-safe shredding materials. Loose parts. Watch for tiny pieces that can become risky. Bigger, safer shredding is better than small, sharp fragments. And yes, mess is part of the deal. Sawdust, paper bits, cardboard snow. That's the price of a sane cockatoo. But here's the trade. You can vacuum paper, or you can replace furniture. One of those options is cheaper, and one of those options doesn't come with emotional damage.
So if your cockatoo is destroying toys, good. That means the instinct is going to the right place. Destruction isn't the enemy. Boredom is the enemy. Unmet needs are the enemy. And if you build a simple enrichment routine, cardboard, wood, foraging puzzles, rotation, you don't just reduce chaos, you actually make your cockatoo happier, calmer, and more focused. Now, I want to hear from you.
What does your bird love to destroy the most? Paper, cardboard, wood, or something totally ridiculous? And what's the one object in your house you're constantly protecting? Tell me in the comments, because if there's one thing cockatoo owners understand, it's this. If he doesn't break toys, he will start breaking your life.